This is Sarada, your English teacher. Today we are going to learn about an interesting story, A Tale of Two Boats from Class 6 English Supplementary Reader. A Tale of Two Boats story tells us that we must make friends with good-mannered people. Suppose if we stay with bad people, we turn out like them. But if we stay with good people, our character will like them. Okay children, let's go on to the lesson. Here is the overview of the lesson. There are 3 parts. First one is before you read. The second one is reading activity. And the third one is question and answers. Let's have objectives of the lesson. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, learners will be able to first one, describe the setting of the story, how the two boats got different characters. Second one, recognize the characters in the story, how the two boats got different characters. Third one, summarize the story using your own words. Fourth one, explain the consequence of being rude and polite in their behavior. Fifth one, express their opinion on the behavior of the two boats in the story. Children, let's move the first part of the story. Before you read, a mother boat and her 2 young ones lived in a forest. The mother was killed in a storm and the young boats were separated from each other. Each found a different home. Children, this conveys the moral story. Who do you live with? Very good children. You live with your parents. Who to be friends with? Yes children. Okay. All you have good friends. Excellent. Let's move to the story. Reading activity. Children, do you know the word meaning of young ones? Okay children, now you can learn about the word meaning of young ones. Means babies. Y-O-U-N-G. Young. O-N-E-S. Young ones. Young ones means babies. Repeat after me children. Young ones means babies. Very good children. Next, let's move for the second word meaning. Okay children, shall we learn the new meaning of S-T-O-R-M, storm, strong wind. Repeat after me, S-T-O-R-M, storm. Meaning is strong wind. Okay children, do you know about the word meaning of storm is strong wind. Okay, very good children. Shall we see the next word meaning? Children, do you know the word meaning of shadi? Shelter. S-H-A-D-Y. Shadi means shelter. See the picture. Look at the picture. Here are three boats. Three boats are sitting on a branch. And the tree is giving shelter to them. Okay, children. Shadi means shelter. Repeat after me. Children, you also repeat after me one time. S-H-A-D-Y. Shadi means shelter. Very good, children. Next, let's move for the fourth word meaning. Children, now the hard word is thunder. Thunder word meaning is loud noise in the storm. Observe the picture. This is the thunder picture. Look at the picture. Children, repeat after me. Thunder. Loud noise in the storm. Very good, children. Children, now I would like to know your understanding of the lesson. Shall I ask some more questions? Okay, children. The first question is comprehension. The first question is, where do the two baby birds live with their mother? Answer option A, a tall tree. Option B, a short tree. Option C, a tall and shady tree. And option D, all above. Children, think and say the correct answer. The answer is C. Very good, children. Excellent. Shall we see the next question? Children, the second question, the two baby boats got separated as option A, the rishi took one of them. Option B, the mother took one of them. Option C, the king took one of them. Option D, the strong wind blew them away. Children, guess the answer. Think and say the answer. The answer is D. Very good, children. Excellent. Super. Children, shall we continue the reading activity? Before entering the lesson, just listen summary of the lesson. A mother bird who lives in a forest. She has two babies who are newborn that also live with her. The nest in which the mother bird lives is in a tall tree. On a stormy night filled with thunder, lightning and rain, the wind starts blowing fiercely. It causes the tree to fall down, which results in the death of the mother bird. Consequently, the wind blows away the little birds. Children, now let's continue the next paras of the lesson. Hard foods, forest, jungle. Children, do you know the forest meaning? Jungle. Say it after me. Forest, jungle. Next hard word is jewels. Meaning is ornaments. Children, repeat after me. Jewels. Ornaments. Very good, children. Next hard words. Just you can repeat after me. Next hard word is robbers. Dacoits. Robbers. Dacoits. Next hard word is holy man. Hermit. Holy man. Hermit. See the picture? Very good, children. Next, the second page and third page of summary. Just listen carefully. The summary of the lesson is, children, let's listen carefully the summary of the lesson. First summary of the lesson, first page summary of the lesson already we have learnt. Next page is summary of the lesson. Just listen carefully. The strong wind blew away two little boats in opposite directions. The wind dropped the first boat near a cave, which was home to a gang of robbers. The other boat landed just outside the ashram of a rishi. One day, the king of the country passed through the forest while hunting a deer and encountered the two boats. While resting under a tree, the king heard a voice. He looked up to find that it was a big brown boar who was informing his mates about a man resting in the shade of the tree. As the boar invited his friends to come and rob the man's jewels and horse, the king hurriedly climbed on his horse and escaped. Next continuation. Listen carefully. The tired king then reached an ashram. As he began to rest under the shade, he heard another voice. This time also he saw another big brown bird that resembled the first one. This bird invited the king to rest inside the ashram until the rishi returned. The king was perplexed at how closely the two boats resembled each other and at how different were their behavior. On his return, the rishi explained why the two similar looking boats behaved so differently. It was because the two had grown up in company of different people, while the first boat had learned the rash and rude good ways of the robbers. The second bird had learned politeness and helpfulness from the rishi. Okay, children, already we have learned two parts. The first part of the lesson before read. Next, second part, reading activity. Next, shall we see the third part of the question and answers? Okay, listen carefully and answer the following questions. The third part of the lesson, question and answers. The first question is, how did the two baby birds get separated? Children, listen carefully the question. How did the two baby birds get separated? Think and say the answer. Yes, the answer is the two baby birds lived in a tall tree with their mother. One day, a big storm blew. The tree came down. The mother bird was killed. The strong wind blew the two chicks away to the other side of the forest, at a little distance from each other. Thus, they got separated from each other. Okay, very good, children. Next, the second question is, where did each of them find a home? The answer is, yes, children. The answer is, one of the young birds came down near a cave. A gang of robbers lived there. The other bird landed outside the ashram of a rishi at a little distance. Very good, children. One more time, just listen carefully. Second question is, where did each of them find a home? The answer is, one of the young birds came down near a cave. A gang of robbers lived there. The other bird landed outside the ashram of Rishi at a little distance. Okay, children, shall we see the third question? Third question. What did the first bird say to the stranger? Yes, correct the children. The answer is, the first word saw the stranger means king. He called the robbers to hurry up and rob the man of his jewels and his horse. Indirectly, he asked the stranger to leave the place at once. Excellent, children. Shall we move for the fourth question? Fourth question. What did the second bird say to him? Think and say the answer, children. Yes, the answer is correct. The answer is, the second bird welcomed the king to the ashram. He requested the stranger to drink water, take rest, and make himself comfortable. He added that his brother lived in the company of robbers, so he talked like them. Children, let's go for fifth question. Fifth question. How did the rishi explain the different ways in which the two boats behaved. Children, think and say the answer. Nice telling, children. The answer is the king told the rishi about the different behavior of the two boats. The rishi explained that the first boat repeated the words of the robbers. The second boat repeated what he had always heard at the ashram. Their different ways were the results of their company. Next, shall we move for sixth question? Sixth question. Which one of the following sums up the story best? Here are some options are given. Please think and say the correct answer. First option. A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. Second option. One is known by the company one keeps. Third option. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Children, think the correct answer? Yes, the answer is second option. One is known by the company one keeps. Excellent. Thanks for watching my video, friends, and ask to your teacher if you have any doubts, and note down these all questions in your notebooks. Okay, have a nice day, children.